Ground to cockpit. Please, show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tau is driving up. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tau connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines. Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by. is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Mexico City ground. This is Lufthansa 1979, taxiing runway 05 right via crossing runway 05 left via Bravo 3 and lining up runway 05 right for me departure 929. Mexico City traffic. This is Lufthansa 1979 lining up runway 05 right for immediate departure.
V1, V1. V1. V1, V1. V1, V1. V1, V1, V1.
Hey, welcome aboard, dear. And yeah, hey, listen. So check it out. So tell me what you need help on with the with Airbus 380. What is it you need help on? Let me know. Let me know what you got there. Hey, so let me know. Ian, are you already do you already have the software packet livery for do you already have the Airbus 380 aircraft already through XPlane? XPlane also, are you using XPlane as far as your platform? Okay, all right. So you need help with the views. Okay, so that's might be able to help you a little bit out here. Let me just show you as far as a couple of tools that I'm using for views right now. There's a tool I'm using called X Camera. That's the actual software I'm using. That's a little more advanced than what comes with XPlane. It's an individual software I'm using to so you need help with views and auto. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself here. So you're looking for views and autopilot on how to use like the FMC, right? And establishing the autopilot in itself, right? Is that what you're looking for? So when you set up your flight plan, one thing I do caution with is use the FMC that's set in your systems here. Like, let me shut this down here. And how to establish autopilot. So what you want to do is make sure that before you start off, you hit that route select there, and it's going to bring up this this FMC. Program your FMC as far as your waypoints and all that, right? And after you program your FMC with your waypoints, then once you take off and depart, go ahead and initiate your autopilot, and your auto throttle will also engage as well, and it'll follow your entire plan. Is that what you're looking for? Let me know if that's what you're looking for. If you want me give you a quick tutorial as far as establishing and setting up that plan in FMC, let me know if that's what you want as well. It's no problem, I can show you how to do that too. Just let me know. Yeah, I do have Discord. To be honest with you, I actually use mostly. I don't use Discord that much, but you can send me some comments or what have you via on YouTube, and I can respond accordingly with instructions and directions and all that stuff that you ever need through YouTube instead. I don't use Discord that much. Just go ahead and use communications through YouTube as far as the comments and what have you directly to me, and I can provide you all the instructions, all the directions, and everything you need through that route. Hopefully that helps. right, so Arlen said, can you make a Airbus 380 detour from install to landing the plane? Yeah, the tutorial from installation, from departure to landing the plane from beginning to end. Is that what's being asked? Just you're aware this is and we actually, from the start of this video, we started from Mexico, and this is all the way from cold and dark start from all the way up to refueling. Beginning of this video also I did the programming the FMC, setting it up at the beginning of this video as well too, which is gonna take us from cradle to grave, from cold to start, from Mexico to Miami. So we have that right here for this one. Just from the beginning of this this video, we'll be able to show you that as well. Let me know if you're looking for me to discuss with you as far as from install. Not sure if that's what you're referring to, installing the software. Let me know, or if it's about the flight from Mexico to Miami. Let me know. Let me know. Sure. I could definitely set up another tutorial for sure to discuss about the installation of this packet. I can do another tutorial on that one. Just to give you a little information on that, the install took place. I captured this from XPlane.org store, the Airbus 380. As a matter of fact, I can actually show you real quick in regards to the purchase of this aircraft here. Give me 1 second. It's through XPlane.org, and I'll show you that through the org store. Okay, and here we go right here. So yeah, when you go to XPlane.org, just go to airlines, Airbus 380 right here, and let me see, which one did I purchase here? I think I just got this one here, the Lufthansa XP11 there. So all I did was just click on that, make that purchase right here, which this is what's going for at this point. Oh, install the to flying. Okay, so this is install the software to install the aircraft as far as flying. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, no problem. I can set up another tutorial for that for sure. No problem. Just curious, Aryan, have you already acquired? Have you already purchased this aircraft already? Just let me know. Okay, Aaron, he said, when you land, don't end the stream, so you can show me the install, taking off. Okay, yeah, we'll see when we get there. Make sure we have enough time to do that. I'll see if I have the reserve time there. Depending upon our arrival here, which won't take long for arrival. A couple things I'm gonna do when we do arrive is that I need to do a rewind on our land. I always review the landing and everything else in regards to the arrival. So I want to make sure that's correct and all that. And then if we have time, we'll definitely do that for sure. Yeah. That's if we have time for sure. Yeah. Hey, Aviation Kid. Hey, welcome, man. Hey, how's it going? Hey, listen, this Airbus 380, not sure. I think you already have it right now as well too. But weird things today on this flight from Mexico to Miami. It's kind of strange. I don't know. Technically, it might be something with the engines, but I'm having a hard time getting 100% thrust and on the throttle, so it's kind of strange. Not sure if you had that problem before, Aviation Kid, but it's just really odd that I'm having to really play around with the throttle to try to keep up the speeds here with this Airbus 380. I don't know, it could be a number of things, but not sure what it is. Not sure if you had that problem before neither. I don't know. Maybe I'm just maybe I got too much weight. Maybe I'm too heavy or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm overweight. Who knows? Yeah, Aaron. No problem there. Yeah, throttle's working, right? But it's the speed here. It's like check it out here. Like going up 37,000 feet, totally losing speed. And the strange thing about it is that we have the auto throttle is on, right? It's no problem, is on. We have no issues there. But it's like it's losing speed at the cruise altitude, so I'm having to like go back down to like 350 just to maintain the speed. So it's kind of weird. Never had this problem before. I don't know, it could be a little quirk. I'm not sure what it is, but it's really strange. And also taking off too from Mexico, it was really struggling to get up speed and take off as well too. I have all engines are fully operational. All engines are operating. No issues with that. See, all engines are working. All engines operational. I don't know what the problem is, but it's okay. It was just a little tough taking off, and a little tough climbing, and a little tough maintaining cruise altitude speed. It's just really weird today. I don't know. Ah, you're asking about the Airbus 310. Yeah, that's on my bucket list there. Haven't purchased that yet, but it is on my list. All right, Erlen, so yeah, if I get fixed, I'm doing a Dubai to Washington D.C. 12-hour flight. Yeah, it's gonna be a very, very, very long flight there for you. So tell me, Aaron, what's actually the issues that you currently have right now specifically with the Airbus 380? Is it just setting up the flight? Is it installing the flight plan specifically? It's not the software install apparently. It's like you're looking more as far as setting up that plan and then starting it up from cold and dark to get a pushback, taxi, take off, climb, and cruise, right? Let me know if that's exactly what you're looking for specifically, Erlen. Yeah, aviation kid, man. Hey, listen, this thing is this is a pain here, man. I'm not too pleased with the. Yeah, see, when I give it 100%, press my throttle forward, right? It disengages the auto throttle, and I come back off the manual throttle, and it gives you the, here it comes, there it is. Now I'm in auto throttle mode, and auto throttle mode is really lagging power. So I don't know, it's very strange, very strange. Yeah, it's not too, this one's not too not really too enjoyable, this one here, but it's all good. We'll figure it out. Carolyn, you said of views. So only views I'm using as far as setting up for my plane. I mean, let me show you. I'll show you right now. Is this tool here? So I know some folks have it, like Aviation Kit has this as well too. This tool here is a tool that is called the X camera. This is what I'm using for all of my views. This is the only thing I'm using for my views for all my aircrafts. This is additional acquired purchase here. If this is what you're looking for. I utilize this here completely. It also has a mini version as well too that allows you to flip around multiple different views that I use. This is this right here in itself is what I'm using only for views. So if you don't have this here, I recommend if you want to really tweak and have low performance and enjoyment with your views, buy this X camera and utilize that. That's really helpful, and that's what I use all the time for my views. Instead of using the keyboard buttons for different views, you can do that too, but that I don't do that at all at this point. Yeah, so. And also, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Airbus 380 instructions also shows you how to set each keypad button unique to whatever views you want to go to. I'll see if I have that instructions as well too on this. I think I do have that as well per the download. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you there, Aaron. Let me see what I got for you. Stand by. Yeah, just let me look at these instructions, man. I'll try to find it on there as far as how to set up your views. I think it's pretty simple once I do find it. I haven't done this in a long time manually, but let me see if I can get that over to you. I'll look it up and find it. So. Aviation Katie, crazy. That is not the truth. No way, man. No way. Pretty much like the rest of you. Hey, listen, well, my position, this is like, hey, if I want to play, I'll pay, right? I pay if I want to play, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I don't play that much, so XPlane isn't daily for me. It's only when I just want to do it to just have a little fun. So, but I'm smart with it as well too, not just to throw crazy money out there. So, but always good. Yeah, you know, hey, listen, gotta play to play. You know, sometimes you gotta pay to play. So either way, so. Bill Gates version 2. Yeah, right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the folks wonder like, hey, I know this Clinton's is on there, and you know this stream and all that. You know, hey, listen. You know what? One thing I'm thinking about. I'm one day I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna surprise everybody, and I'm gonna give some crazy giveaways. It's gonna be like, what? What is he giving away for what? I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna pick the right time for that. And I'm gonna try to figure out the right tactic when it comes to giveaways. Aviation Katie, you pretty much got advantage over everybody because you're pretty loyal, so you kind of ahead of everyone else here. But once that giveaway hits on board and is published, I think you're going to be way ahead of everybody else, honestly, because you're very loyal. You're on top of it. So when I do kick that off, it's going to be a huge surprise. It's going to be a little crazy because the average folks are going to be like, what? But yeah, it'll be fun. I'll plan all that out and consider some giveaway prizes based on certain elements. So we'll talk about that later. Yeah. I see certain giveaways, folks giving away, like, you know, hey, I mean, cool stuff. I mean, things that symbolize certain things, like like cups, like you know, little tokens and things like that, which is cool, right? But when you start giving away like packages and bonus incentives and stuff like that. Now that's what we're talking. Now we're getting folks' attention. Like, whoa, what is the giveaway? Like, holy crap, right? So it'll be pretty cool. That guide I just showed you, Arlen, that came with the download that I had on the screen. That came with the software download. Hey, Asian Kid. Hey, listen, I got a question for you. Hey, listen, with this Airbus, we can switch over from 3D, in which we are now, to 2D, to two-dimensional. Do you know how to do that? I'm still trying to figure out how to make a switch from 3D to 2D. See, aviation kid is what I'm talking about here. I want to get to the 3. I want to get to the Alt plus W. Oh, cool. Thanks. Let me see that Alt and W. God, how did you know that, man? I've been looking around trying to find that like crazy. No, that's I'm looking for this right here. I just did the alt and W, and it just took me outside. But I'm trying to get into this dimension here, the 2D dimension here for this aircraft. I'm about to tell you why I'm trying to do that too here in a second. Let me see something here. Let me see. Go to the menu. How do you go to 2D? Then view. Ah, cool. Okay, and I want to bring it down to. Come on, why is it not going to my Let's see, HUD view. I want a HUD view. I want it not HUD view, but I want it interior 2D. Okay, that is exactly what I'm looking for. You're right. But I have to get in there. Let me shut down X camera first and give it a shot, because I want to be. Here's my problem. Let me show you what my problem is right now. First, before I show you my problem, let's see where we are on our flight real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's do a quick check on where we are. All right, so we're coming across there. Let's just get back here. So here's my problem here. Watch this. So I had to shut that down because these buttons won't shut off that alarm, right? And you only could do it in 2D mode. So in that case, quick fix, shut the master off, and it's gone. But I want to keep my master on, and I want to shut that annoying alarm off. And the only way to do it is go into 2-dimensional mode. So let me shut down X camera. Let me see. Disable. There we go. X camera is now disabled. Now let's try that 2D mode now and see what happens. Let's see. Ah, come on. It still is giving me this. Wow, thanks to see me too. Hey, what's up, folks? So there you go. Let's give it a shot here. Let's go back in. Let's go back in and let's interior 3D mode. So I want to stay. I want to stay here. 1 second. Let me figure something out. I think I might be getting close here, because you helped me out by getting me here. But I want that. Let me try this default. Let me see. No, it's not what I want neither. Yeah, it's just not giving me. It's not giving me one. I want to get in my panel in that 2-dimensional mode here, and it keeps switching me there. It's really weird. Yeah, that's really strange there. All right, so let's just go back. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out, man. But that's okay. It's not gonna affect our travels here at all. So we're good. And with that said, let's get back onto X camera. Let's re-enable that. And I think we got X camera back on. Let me check and see. Yeah, we're good. X camera's back on. Cool. And I'm all set. Aviation kid, I'm so used to flying the Concorde, man. Even these short flights seem to take forever, actually. But I'm so used to going at supersonic speed. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go and set up a flight after this over in China. We're gonna go to China today and try to do something out there. I think it might be daytime in China right now too. It might be morning right now in China, so it'd be a good time to kick off a good weekend flight there in China after this one. And at flight in China, I think that we're gonna do. I don't know exactly the location yet in China, but I definitely want to do a Concorde flight so we can make it a really quick flight from destination A to B. Let's see how much time do we have till we land? Yeah, let's take a look at that. Let's go to VATSIM and see around about how much time do we have here. Man, this flight seems forever. Oh, we have an hour. Actually, we have an hour. That's cool. It just seems really, really long to me, but that's all good. We'd be landing in an hour, which is cool. That's fine. One thing I want to show you too is another piece here. Is this ASXP? It's also known as Active Sky XP. This software I'm about to show you is pretty cool. It gives you real time. It implements real time weather in your flight. Real time traffic. Like, let me zoom in here a little bit, and let me try to clear out some of the stuff here. Let's clear out this. Let's clear out that. This clouds. Let's clear all this other stuff out here. Okay. So check it out. This active aircraft is pretty cool because one thing it does is that it's the real aircraft that are live flights right now. It pulls that traffic into your sim, right? So these are real flights right now that you see that's occurring right now, period. And you actually see them on your runway as well too, taxiing, departing, and the whole nine. So these are real leg flights here, folks. I like this active XP. It has a number of different things as well too. It gives you your current ATIS. It updates itself. You have the option whether or not you want to go live with this or not, as far as what's current traffic controls. Right now I have live weather is active, which is and also which implements live traffic as well too. It's my standard map. Conditions as far as where you are right now. So it tells us exactly where we are right now. In a location to where we are right now, we are at like right now our ATIS would be at if we were landing right now, altimeter would be 3012 based on our current location now, and our altitude. This shows you your altitude as well too. It shows you your wind direction and all that, the degrees based on your current fixed altitude that you're at this time as well. Also, it's pulls in your flight plan too, and you can see from what destination you are, how long it's gonna take you to your next destination, like estimate time of entry, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes, 17 minutes, 21 minutes, the distances to from each waypoint, you're heading to that waypoint, so wind speeds, current, all that. It's captured real data. It's really, really cool stuff. So I actually like this. I like this tool a lot. See, I implemented my flight plan into this as well too. You see all my waypoints all the way to Miami. Shows you top of descent as far as where the ought to be occurring at as well too. Tells you the weather, the current conditions at your top of descent. So it really breaks out a lot for you. Each waypoint, it gives you breakout as far as each one of your waypoints. Currently right now, as far as live time. So it's a good tool, it's a cool tool. Just want to pass that on out there. Yeah, so when you're done, make a video on how to install Make View for free and autopilot. Yeah, so this video has that already. But what I'll do is I'll set up a video to explain in more detail, because in this one at the beginning I didn't go through explaining it specifically on each and every step. But the code and start for this video was pretty much just getting in, got things started up without much explaining, and got us going. But I could definitely do another video with this Airbus 380, a more descriptive video explaining each and every step as we're getting started. Now, after this video, after this here stream, we're gonna jump over into the Concorde and make a flight over into China. I'll put this on my to-do list and get this published as far as what you're requesting for sure. I'll make that happen. We'll do it. Definitely not forgotten about. So just keep a watch out, keep an eye out on when I'm gonna publish that. And I'll send a reminder out too as far as when I'm gonna stream that as well, so I can give instructions on that specifically. Also, in regards to that, the instructions will be more solely just for the instructions for a departure. I won't do a full flight with that stream. So I'll take that reserved time to just do a dark and cold and dark start for the Airbus 380, a description as to each and every step. We'll taxi to the runway and we'll do a departure, and then we'll end the video in the stream at that point. So that'll be a quick, easy one. I could probably do that later on this evening, but I want to get that next flight in with the Concorde after this, and then I'll take care of you as far as getting that published video for the step-by-step for the A380. No problem at all. Yep. Okay. All right. So the airline's saying that. Can you just tell me how to just to make autopilot? Okay. So we can talk about that. I might be able to clearly explain that to you now, right? So if you have this aircraft already, right? First thing foremost is you have to put your plan in place. Number one, period. This is what you have to do first before we talk about the tools and systems for autopilot and all this and all this and all that, right? So you have to set up your FMC first, right? Okay. So when you set up this FMC, then and only you can utilize the autopilot. You can't do the autopilot if this is not set up. Okay, so you have to set up your FMC first. And the autopilot right here, simply as this right here. Let me show you. Once you lift off and take off, and you climb, and you get to a certain altitude, say 800 feet, or 1,000 feet, whatever, you then have the option to then engage your autopilot, your auto throttle, your nav systems and what have you, right? With this aircraft only, very simple. All you need to do is when you take off and you climb 800 feet or 1,000 feet, click on autopilot right there, AP1. You're done. That's it. But it's useless. It has no point, and you cannot use this at all if you don't have this set up. Okay? So you have to have the FMC established and set up and programmed before you can use any of your systems. Okay? Flight plan. You know, drop your flight plan in there. And what there is specifics on how to set this piece up specifically before you even start looking at any instruments on your aircraft. Okay? You have to set up the plan, your systems, your computer here, your FMC computer. You have to set that up before your aircraft will know anything to do. Okay, so this is the only way you can use autopilot is by having this set up first, your FMC. So if you have this aircraft and you have this FMC, the computer, FMC system itself, to establish a flight plan. If you have all this, just follow the instructions on setting up your plan. And then when your plan is implemented and you take off, autopilot should and will work. Shouldn't have no problems at that point. Garland, good question. Where do you get the plan? Yeah, that's where you got to start off at. You got to start off with the plan. So yeah, let's talk about the plan. Let me show you something. Hold up one second. Okay, so don't let me scare you, but let me show you something. This right here, this is my flight report in association with my plan. Every single flight, you know, let me zoom in a little closer to you. There's a report that should be established for every single flight plan you make, and it starts off by going here. If you have SimBrief by Navigraph, this is where you start off right here. You set up your aircraft plan. As a matter of fact, let me just step you through one here, just real quick here, so I can show you real quick as an example. As a new flight, right? And matter of fact, let me do this. I'm gonna bring you over to the main screen here. Give me 1 second here, so I can watch the chat at the same time here. So, okay, so let me bring you over here to the main screen and watch what I'm gonna show you here. Okay, so setting up your flight plan initially, Arlen, this is what you need here. You need your tools to set it up first. Recognize it, study it before you even fly. Study a plan before you fly. Study a plan as far as implementing it into your FMC computer before you even fly. Because there's no point, you can't jump to autopilot on a flight and not have all this set up already and understand the logistics behind it. Okay? So when you go to SimBrief and you want to plan a flight, let's plan a flight from Dubai to New York, what you just said, right? What's Dubai? OMDB. OMDB is Dubai. Let me see, just airline, United Airlines or whatever. Flight number 1979. Dubai is OMDB. New York, KJFK. There you go. Done. Okay? You have your plan here now, right? But now what do you do with this? You have to understand this plan in order to make it functional, okay? What kind of aircraft do you have? Let's see, Airbus A380, okay? All right, so now it's gonna mirror towards the Airbus A380, okay? What's important here is that recognize a few pieces here. Recognize that it's set for the time departure now, right? And it's also giving you a departure runway, which is going to be 12 right from Dubai. That's what the active departure runway is. Right now, the active departure arrival in JFK is 31 left, which could change once you make that 12-hour journey. The winds could change. That airline may be different, right? Dubai to DC. Oh, let's do DC then. Okay, easy. KID. KIAD. Boom. There you go. It's KIAD right there. So coming into KIAD, into Reagan National, right? Reagan Airport, it'll be 19 left, right? But let me show you. This right here, that's your route plan right there. That is your flight plan. And we have some time on our flight right now. Let me just double check and see where we are. We'll keep talking about this. Let me double check and see our location, make sure we're good. Let me do a quick location, position, and all that good stuff, and make sure we're good. Okay, we're good still. All right, and we have 50 minutes left to go. So let's get back over here and let's continue talking about this flight plan thing for you here. Okay. All right, so there we have it. Flying from Dubai to Reagan National Airport. Automatically, it's going to give you an alternative, which is Pittsburgh, KPIT, right? You don't need to do nothing there. But here on SimBrief is where you want to start, and start keying this information in, right? And when you key this information in, here's your vital information there, right? You don't have to do anything here with this stuff, but just look at what it is. You could put then passengers or what. I always make mine's auto, altitude auto, and it's going to give you what the recommended altitude is. So if you want something specific here, you can do that. Don't mess with that. Just put the information there and read what it gives you, right? There you go. Flying flight plan, right? So I'm gonna show you. What do you do with this, right? Okay, you got 6,438 miles from Dubai to Reagan National Airport. That's that flight plan there. SimBrief is going to show you that route. There's that route. Look at that, from Dubai. That's the route is recommended to take, and it's taking you way up and coming down. Boom, boom. That's cool. And this route is determined also based on the current ARAC, the ARAC that's current right now. Updated flight waypoints, updated airways, updated VORs is used for point A to point B. All this is updated consistently, and it can always change. Tomorrow, this flight plan might be totally different from Dubai to Reagan National. Different factors come into play yet. So that's a little more information, but here we are. The ARAC 2112 is what's current right now, as far as flight plans, waypoints, all this stuff. This stuff can always change. Look at the different ARACs. All these are old ARACs, right? And each month you have to update your current ARAC. This new ARAC started December 2nd through December 29th is when 2112 will expire. After 2112, make sure you update for the most current ARAC, because it's going to change different waypoints, different SIDs, different stars, and all that. So you got to make sure, you got to really study SimBrief and understand a flight plan before you even consider getting in a flight and start flying. So let's talk about this stuff here, this stuff that I'm highlighting here. Let's talk about this. What do you do with this here stuff? Well, let's put it on the map here. Let's scale it out a little bit, right? So Navigraph, and I'm gonna show you here, okay? SimBrief by Navigraph, right? You also want to have Navigraph charts. Navigraph charts. You see what I'm doing, right? Well, let me show you a comparison here. We have the same thing. SimBrief by Navigraph is where you want to start. When you get that established, you need to also make sure you have Navigraph charts as well too, so you can scale out your plan, and that's going to help you program your FMC. Okay, so let's talk about this here. Let's go ahead and generate this flight path, this flight. Let's hit generate flight. So we generated now this flight here from Dubai to Reagan National. Okay, here we go. We're generating that flight now on SimBrief, and it's working. It's working through all kinds of different things right here, because it's going to give you your entire flight plan report, which is it's really good information that you need for your flight. You have to study this stuff, and you have it prepared for every single flight you take. We're going to be cruising at altitude 320 is what we'll be doing for this here flight, and this is what it's giving us, right? And here's a breakout right here in much more detail in regards to your flight plan, your fuel, the fuel that you need for the type of aircraft you selected. It's going to also make it easier on the eyes here. I'm going to do a PDF of this report. So this report tells you a lot of different things. What's your cruise Mach speed should be? What's the destination, the winds, the average winds? All this comes in account, right? You have to know this stuff. How many passengers is estimated is going to be on your flight? This is automatic updates here. Okay, your payload. You know how many. How much weight are you going to be carrying? What's the fuel that you're going to have on board, that you need to have on board for this flight? This is how you program and plan all this stuff to load your fuel, load your passengers, and what have you. Use the plan here and do it, right? From what I showed you here, highlighted as far as your route plan, what I showed you already, here is each leg of that plan. Each and every leg. Each and every leg of that plan. top of climb. This is each point you're passing over within your SIDS and stars. And if you don't know your SIDS and stars, you got to understand what SIDS and stars are too, before going into this. All right. So here we go. When we look at this, and every single one of these points, there's Bagram, I'll tell you a little bit about that, FIR, whatever. So you're flying over all these locations. The cruise speed, cruise altitudes are shown here based on each waypoint you cross. What's your cruise speed should be, which is Mach 0.85. And this report is going to take you all the way to Reagan National, right? So instead of us, this is just for reference, so you know, hey, listen, where's my top of the sin gonna be? Coming into Reagan. Well, your top of the sin is gonna be right here at the Hyper 8 arrival star. So we see where that's gonna be at on your plan, right? So when we look at your plan now, how we're gonna put this on a chart, on a map, to make some better understanding of it, such as seeing it like this. This is when this comes in play at Navigraph chart. This is where you pull that together to make sense out of it and program your FMC. Okay? So Navigraph charts. I'm opening up Navigraph charts. Here I am. I want to go to flight, and I want to look for where's my plan that I did in SimBrief for Dubai to Reagan National. Look at that, it's already there. Once you set it up in SimBrief, it's automatically gonna be linked up to your nav charts already. You see? Let me go back. Let me back up again. Since we generated this flight in SimBrief, it automatically links up to your charts just by executing. It's already there. So now you go here, you're gonna find it. So you go on the flights, under a new flight, from SimBrief, right? And there it is. So you click on that, and now that's your flight from Dubai to Reagan National. And a more scalable version to understand it. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you're going to use to plan and set up your FMC. Right here. This is what you're going to use. Every single one of these is your waypoints, your stars, your SIDS, all that. All that is right here at the top. And to make sense out of this, you got to start from the beginning, look at the end, and then look at the in-between. Okay? So looking at Dubai, let's start at Dubai. Let's get to where we're going to depart at in Dubai, right? Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit in Dubai. This is our airport, right? And here's our departure. And our departure is a SID. Here's our SID, which actually shows you that required departure based on the runway you're taking off, the direction that you be going to as well too. And these SIDs can change at any moment's time based on the wind changes, what have you. So right now, based on your plan, you're gonna be departing via the Rita P3G departure. Okay, boom. Here's all your waypoints on that, right? So it shows you what your altitudes are going to be when you're climbing, what your speeds are going to be when you're climbing. And when you set up, reason why we're going over this now is because when you program your FMC, this is what you're programming your FMC to do. And this is when you set up your FMC, then you can do the autopilot, and this is what it's going to do. But you have to program your FMC first. And you have to know the information you put in your FMC for your aircraft to understand it and do an autopilot against everything you're putting here. All right. So here it is. All right. And it's a whole breakout all the way across. I can get into this in details, but this would be a lot to get into as far as. But here's your plan. How do you program your plan? How do you put it into your aircraft? There's a manual process and it can be an automatic process. Depends on the aircraft you're flying. A lot of times I like to key each and every single one of these in specifically. I like to put every single one of these in specifically, so I can be very, very closely familiar as to every point I'm across and everything I'm gonna do on my journey, right? Or you can just do it manually, automatically, and just have it push, right? So let's get over to that now. So now we got to the point of you establish your flight plan from Dubai, as example, Ireland, and you're flying from Dubai to Reagan National. At this point here, you got to program this, your FMC, before you do anything else at that point. You got to take the information that you have there and do it. So a couple things. There's a way to do it in which you go back to SimBrief to pull that data in automatically, right? So when we executed this here in SimBrief, how do you pull it into your flight? Here, when you scroll down, you have options here in which file, which format to download it into XPlane. Okay? This is how you're gonna put your flight plan into your aircraft, automated wise, without manually doing it. You have different options. What tools are you using? Are you using the fill there? Are you using the flight factor? Are you using, you can use Google Earth is cool too. Not people use Google Earth, but I'll show you. Google Earth is so cool to drop that on Google Earth so you can actually see it on Google Earth, your flight plan. You can do that as well too, which is really, really cool. But the sake of this, look, jar design, Airbus, however you want to drop it into your aircraft. You know what I mean? This makes life so much easy. So let's just look at XPlane right here, right? And let's download that plan. Boom. Now, as far as my downloads, let me go to my downloads here. Make sure I look at my downloads before I share. I don't want to share too much with you here. As a matter of fact, let me clear my bucket, my download bucket. Let me clear it first. Let me 1 second. Select all and delete. All right. Okay. So, all right. So I'm gonna pull this over here. Now I'm gonna do a download into XPlane. Right. Now I just downloaded that file. Check it out. My FMC file here is now downloaded. Right. I downloaded from Sim into my computer. So now I have the flight plan. I have the flight plan in my computer now. This is my flight plan. Now I need to just convert it over into my aircraft. Right? So how do you do that? How do you convert this downloaded file into your aircraft? So let me show you. So now you downloaded it into your download file, right? From SimBrief, right? There's the FMC, download a file from SimBrief into your download files. Now I just want to pull this over into my aircraft. How do I do it? All right, very simple. Let me show you here. Okay, so at this point, what you want to do? You want to go to where your XPlane, wherever your XPlane folder is, right? Boom, right here. I can show you this here. I'm not showing you too much stuff, so let me show you this. I can show you this. So, where's your XPlane folder saved at? XPlane 11. Here's mine. When I go to resources, right? No, I'm sorry. Not resource. When I go to output, FMC plans, guess what? I can pull that file right over here. Let me go pull it now. 1 second. 1 second. Let me get it. 1 second. Let me pull that file over. Downloads. Okay, here's my download file here. Man, I know I want to at least get you going here, Arlen, so you can understand this piece here. So there is my download file for my plan and my downloads. just simply pull that over into your XPlane FMS plans. Now your flight plan is there. This is the automatic download piece so that you don't have to manually do it. I love manually doing it, but this is the automatic way of doing it as well too, to make your life much easier to just put the plan into your computer without having to step-by-step manually doing it. Now, in my XPlane output FMS plans, I have my trip from Dubai to Reagan National. Okay? Now, how do I put it into my aircraft? Very easy. So here it is. When you go to your aircraft, for instance, we're flying this Airbus 380 from Mexico to Miami, right? And if we were sitting in Dubai right now, at the terminal, and I want to pull that plan into my aircraft right now, so it can understand the language that's needed to make a flight across the map, we would go to, one second here, let me close this out. We'll open up our FMC, and let's see if we see Dubai to Miami here. I mean Dubai to Reagan National here. Let's see. Look what we have here when we found it. There it is right here where my cursor is. OMDB KIAD. If I click on that right now, my whole entire thing will be updated for that flight. Right? Now your flight plan is in your computer system now. Now your flight plan is in your FMC right now. Now, a couple things that you need to do on top of that is to make sure that you are recognizing the correct departures. Make sure you're tweaking the correct arrivals for your arrival location, SIDS and stars, departure runways, arrival runways, and what have you. So you got to make sure that you make sure you put your departure information as far as your SIDS and starts here to make sure that your departure is correct, specific to the requirements for what's asked for the SID. All right. And I'm gonna flip back one more page, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue forward on this one here. Where's that? Where we at? We're at right here. All right. So make sure that your departure SID, rid of 3D SID out of Dubai. Make sure that SID out of Dubai is selected here on your departure, because you have multiple different SIDs and departures to choose from. But your computer needs to know which runway, which departure SID, and where you're going to transition to coming out that SID. Read up waypoint. So you're gonna this pink piece is your Rada 3 SID here. I mean your SID, and the transition is going to be coming out of there into the 2MAC waypoint. All right. So, and then same thing is for your arrival too. Your arrival into Reagan National is the same way as your departure. It's called a star. This is your star into Reagan National. Make sure that transition is going to be ALB, which stands for Albany, New York. We're going to be transitioning from Albany waypoint into your arrival Hyper 8 star. Okay. So it's important that you update this piece here, your departure and your arrival, and make sure that's correct, and look at it over and over and over again to make sure that this right here that you see up top here, that entire waypoint matches up specifically when it comes to your legs. Every single one of your legs need to match up. Can't have any discontinuity there, any blanks, any gaps. You gotta have it, and then you're ready for a clean flight then. All right, then when you line up and you depart and you take off and you climb, make sure you hit your autopilot and you'll be good to go, and it'll take you where you need to go. So hopefully that explains. And also I see insufficient fuel on our thing. What the heck? Let me check our fuel real quick, see what's going on here. This is weird. Insufficient fuel. Okay, it's I'm not really a big fan of this aircraft. I'll be honest with you. This is just for fun here for this flight from Mexico to Miami. I haven't flown this aircraft, Airbus A380, in a while. I'm not a big fan of it, actually. It's okay. I'm not a favorite, but it's you know, it's to do here for a change. My next flight today is gonna be the Concorde that I'm gonna set up here right after this flight. So, Aviation Kid, you're flying from Dubai to is that Oman, I think? So yeah, so hopefully, Arlen, I hope that explained a lot to you there. I hope that was a lot during this flight that I explained to you. That can actually help you out a little bit in regards to what's needed to set up that flight plan and establish your autopilot. It's a lot of different steps in the process that needs to take place here. You know, you can't skip one to jump to the other because things aren't going to add up. Like computer programming, you can't jump straight to the end because it's not going to know what to do. You know, got step by step by step by step by step, and then you'll be good to go. Folks, let's see where our location is. Let's see where we are. Well, let's do a quick check-in here and see where we are on our flight. All right, so we've made some progress here. Where are we at? This is 28 minutes. I tell you, I'm kind of like excited to land this aircraft into Miami and close the book on this flight in its entirely, because I am not too pleased with this flight right now at all. I'll be honest with you. Kind of want to go ahead and just continue this here and get to our destination. Look at our landing, make sure our landing was good into Miami, and then plan for our next flight into our flight in China, within that region there with the Concorde, following right immediately after this one. So Arlen, let me know if you have any more questions. I know it's a lot to take in. I hope you took a lot of notes on that 30-minute spiel I just gave you on what you need to do. You need to understand all those elements. We could have went into each and every single one of those elements and spent a lot more time in every single one of those elements. But we would definitely have been here another 2 hours, 2.5 hours talking and discussing that. So make sure, you know, you study all those pieces in depth, all the way in, all the way through, to make sure you understand every piece of that before you get up here in the skies and you set up that plan and you do it on autopilot. When you start streaming, such as what I'm doing, and you start getting into flying with other pilots in VATSIM, you got to make sure that the flight plan is clean cut and you're following that plan that's in place. Just for recognition as well too, for the community out there, for VATSIM, I'm using XPilot is what I'm engaged in as far as using XPilot, and also for Arlen as well too. This is where you put your plan into the VATSIM platform, your destinations, you cruise, and you hit file plan, and that's when others then out here in the flight community and a flight world can also see you, can see your flight, and they can correspond and communicate with you. And then when air traffic control comes online, such as what we have in Miami Tower, when we get closer, Tower is gonna then connect with me. We're gonna communicate. He already sees my plan. I filed it. and he's gonna navigate me right into the airport as to under his control. Right. There we have it. Hey, we just get a, I'm sorry, Arlen, do you watch THR NFL? Do I watch NFL? Of course I watch. Yeah, I watch. I do watch NFL, National Football League. I do. I haven't been so busy. I haven't been really keeping up on the games, on the football games here. But it's almost Super Bowl come February, so but I haven't been keeping up on the games here lately at all. And I have a feeling that you might be a Washington's fan. Am I right? Yeah, with me, I can honestly say I don't really have a favorite team at this point. Actually, well, I can tell you, say, Washington was I could say was one of my highest rated teams, only because of my I did have affiliation with the team, the Washington team. I did have affiliation with them, so I actually got pretty close with the entire franchise in itself. But yeah, I would say as far as the Washington, it was I will say that they got to be still top of the scale for me. I don't really support any particular team, but just my association with the Washington in general, I will definitely say Washington, of course. Folks, do we have are we I think we may be close to top descent here, shortly soon here. Let me check a couple things here. So top descent ahead. Okay, yeah, we're coming upon our top descent here, so let's look at a couple things here. Top descent is in 57 miles. Let's get ready for that. Go ahead and set my decline to, let's see what we're going to set it down to here. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's see. Did I close out? Okay, I got to switch back over from Dubai to our current flight now, which is this is us right here. Okay, here we go. And we're already into our star here. I mean, our star. So let's look at that here. Let's go ahead and cross it. Let's go ahead and make our descent down to start it down to, I don't know what, 6,000 feet. I'll go ahead and set it for 6,000 there. And then when we're ready, we'll just go ahead and execute that for it to start its descent down to 6,000. Ah, looks like it's already wanting to plan that descent now, actually. Okay, that's cool. Perfect. So we're starting our descent now to Miami. Okay, here we go. All right. So already getting our descent down to Miami. Starting that initial descent there. We went and set it for 6,000 feet so that when we cross Eels, we'll be at 6,000 feet. And right then and there, I think our arrival, a little bit of frequencies online there to probably pick us up around that time. So we're gonna start checking our winds too in that region as well and support this departure, the arrival. Let's see, where I download the charts. Okay, so the charts. You can download airport SIDS and star charts. Just you can Google that and find it on the web. But here's my recommendation: is to get over to SimBrief Navigraph. So if you Google SimBrief Navigraph, you'll see the selection there for charts. So through SimBrief Navigraph, you have everything you need right there from everything I showed you. From the software in itself, the application, all the charts, everything you need. But of course, you can always Google Miami Airport or Dubai Airport charts, or they call them plates, and you can see that on the web. But that, I don't recommend that route. Go the route of getting what's current, because things always change all the time. Get what's current out there as far as the proper charts and plates and everything else, and you get that through Navigraph, through SimBrief. Yeah. All right, let's see. Where's our winds out of Miami? Let's check and see what our ATIS is actually. Let's see what that is. All right, so Miami, where is it at? Okay, so we are going to be. Let's see. So our ATIS, we're going to be at what is this? 3016 is going to be our altimeter, and winds are 100 knots, 100 degrees out of 9 knots. So it's going to be a western wind there. So that's cool. That's good. We are good right now as far as our arrival that we have already set for. As far as arriving eastbound. So what I demonstrated to you before, Arlen, was Navigraph, SimBrief. All right, so let me make sure I give you both pieces here. You want to make sure you have SimBrief, which is this right here. Make sure you have SimBrief by Navigraph. Okay, just Google that, get there, go to SimBrief by Navigraph, and on there you'll also see Navigraph charts associated with that as well too. So that should get you going right there from the start. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's go ahead and get our altimeter set. This flight is acting very strange, folks. I don't know how good of a landing this is going to be. I'm hoping that it's a good landing, because this whole experience, this aircraft today, is just not being too friendly with us. So, all right, so 3013 as far as our altimeter. All right, that's fine. All right, we'll leave it at that. All right, so we're good as far as altimeter. Look at this here coming up on us as far as the okay, so those accents are slow down. She's slowing down. Got altimeter set, and we're about to be on frequency heat very soon here too. Let's go ahead and set our approach. Let's set our approach nav for our arrival into runway 009, which is going to be 110.9 as far as localizer and 092 as far as IRS. Let's get that set now. Let's see, let's lower that right around here. Let's get that keyed in here now as far as our nav. And let's start nav 110.9 is what we mentioned. Okay, 110.9 set. Okay, so that's all good there. We're about to change over here to our frequency too for approach. Approach is offline, so okay, they're gone now. So approach is now offline, so we're gonna go ahead and manually take her in. Look at this orange here. I think this is, I don't know if it's because of my trim or what, but I don't like how that looks. Okay, one more thing I want to set here too is my angle as far as my course arrival 092. Set that as well. Okay, that's good. All right, we're all set there. All right, so we're all prepared for our arrival here. And let's see how close we actually are, literally. Let's see. Yeah, we're coming in on it, folks. All right, so let's descend. Plan our next descend down to altitude 1,500 feet. We'll go ahead and set that. So we'll start that descend there for that as well.
Miami direct Bianca 396 approach for LS runway 9er. Now 40 miles southwest. That's it. 10,000 feet.
Well, Miami, this is the 1979 Lufthansa 1979. Currently on initial approach runway 09. Currently at 5,000 feet for initial approach.
Roger, if you could reduce your speed a bit here, because we Delta 2352 is on the 5 mile here for Miami.
Alright, Roger, copy that. We'll go ahead and reduce our speed now and participation for that arrival for 929. Hey Delta, we're coming up on you pretty close. We're gonna go ahead and go around here, and then we'll do a reapproach. Go ahead and continue with your approach for 979.
Roger that. Sorry about that.
No problems at all. We were coming in a little hot anyway, so no worries.
Wondering, behind me, is that A380?
Yeah, it's the A380. This is the big one behind you.
Alright.
Yeah, folks, we're gonna go around here. This aircraft is not being nice with us at all, folks. I swear it's not. It's very, very, very complicated on this here arrival for this aircraft. We're gonna go ahead. I think it's just having some kind of malfunction with this one. I normally don't have these kind of issues, but that's okay. It's hard to keep up speed and the whole nine, so that's okay.
Miami traffic Avianca 396, 10 miles of init of jet runway 9er, passing 6,000 to 3,000, Portman on final.
Hey, this is November 1979. I'm sorry, this is Lufthansa 1979. Hey, can you watch on that arrival there? I'm already behind that Delta aircraft. I just made a circle around because I was coming in too close behind him, but you might be coming a little close behind me on that arrival. So just a heads up, you might have visual on me already on that final approach for 09.
Roger, I have you inside. I will do a 360 and I will join behind you. Avianca 396.
Roger, copy that. Appreciate it. 929.
Delta 23, 2 clear runway 9.
Roger that. Copy that. 929. Alright, folks, let's put our gear down. Let's get this baby on the ground here.
Yeah.
Order to report Avianca 396 doing a 360 to right.
Okay, folks, we're on our final. Alright, final approach, runway 09, 929.
Checo, go to land.
Alright, folks. Alright, we can stop sweating tears at this point. We got her on the ground. Ready to park this monster here and call it a day here on this one. Oh my goodness, wow, this is a crazy landing here, but we got her in, folks. Let's go ahead and taxi her to the gate. And yeah, it's Lufthansa 979. Yeah, I'm on frequency. I just now cleared runway 09 to the left.
Yeah, I saw. I was wondering, because I haven't seen an A380 in a while. Where did you get that from for us?
The Airbus 380 was right on the XPlane.org site there. Yep, they have it there for you can purchase from there. I'm sorry, I disconnected from you there. Did you copy me on that last one?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, XPlane.org, man. It's a pretty, you know, they got everything there as far as this aircraft there. It's pretty cool, man. Fun flight, but it takes a little technical experiences. A few updates is still required on this thing, but it's still fun to fly. So.
Yeah, is that the payroll one, the Airbus A380?
Yeah, it's the payware. Yep. All right, folks, we are coming in here, and let's go ahead and park this bird, and let's go ahead and rewind our arrival and take a look at that arrival and see how good we did on that landing. That landing was a little nerving in a sense here.
Avianca 396, join to our left, runway 9. Now
yeah, totally.
50 miles.
Yeah, hey aviation kid, man, catching up with you. Yeah, man, it was totally unstable. This was crazy. This aircraft, man, this thing was going through so many issues on this one here. This was not a good. The flight was definitely not acting right. There was issues that I called out on this here big time. But let's do a rewind and let's check this landing.
Runway 9 via east, I'll follow you the other Avianca. Roger that, thanks.
Okay, let's rewind, folks, and let's see what damage we caused here. Let's take a look here and see what we have here. All right. Wow, look at this. Wow, was I pitching up that much, really? Good gracious, look at that. What? Let's see. So why was I pitching up? I don't see why I was pitching up so hard right there, but let's see, we was turning around. Let's see where we are, trying to see where we are on this approach here. I think we were lining up for the final approach. Yep, there we go. We were cutting it for the final approach for 09 right here. Look at this thing. Look at this. Look at that nose all high. This aircraft was not operating. I think the trim was off or something on this here, because this was giving me all kinds of difficulty. I'm just surprised we was able to land it successfully as we did. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, wheels down. There we go. She's turned. Fast forward a little bit. Fast forward. There we go. And let's check out this arrival here. Yeah, very a little off-center. Had to pull her back to the left a little bit, but we did that. We got her on the runway. But I really had to muscle through this one, folks. More than normal, actually. And nose up. Softly loud touchdown. How far off am I? A little to the right. That's all good. Put her down. Put up our Reversers, got that all good and going. Okay, we're good. All right, folks, that is what it is. There we have it. Again, folks, listen, I'm surprised we was able to land this thing without it belly flapping on the ground somewhere. Things weren't as what we planned as far as this aircraft. Things were not measurable like they should have been. The dynamics of the flight controls just weren't operating like they should. I had all kind of issues from top down, but we got her in to Miami. What we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and step onto the next stream here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get started for a Concorde flight here. So we might go ahead and push that Concorde flight from I don't know. We might do stateside, or we might do China. I don't know. But in the next hour, we'll go ahead and get something going here. All right, Aviation Kid. I'll go ahead and check you out through Discord and get a response to you. Oh man, have a gift for me? Oh man, I just noticed that, Aviation Kid, man. That's pretty cool, bro. Appreciate it, man. You're a cool dude, man. Much appreciated, Aviation Kid, man. You're definitely the best, man. Appreciate it, bro. I'll check it out, man. All right. I'll check it out right now as we close this one out. But again, folks, thanks for flying. Send me something better than Concorde. Okay, let me. I'll see. I'll check it out. I'll see. All right, folks, we're ending this one here. Safe flying, folks. And you said it uses the INS. Cool. Everyone, safe flying. We'll check on the next stream here. And go from there. Aviation Kid, I'm gonna catch up with you here on Discord real soon, and then prepare for this next flight. So thanks again, and enjoy, folks. Have a good one out here.